back to a brand new video, guys. We are working on the VXR again today. This is going to be part 2. We are smashing through this. This is the delicate procedure now that takes precision and need to know what's taken off. So this is where Jack jumps in on his own and starts making sure he's doing that. He's still taking bits off the car. So again, like I said, this is a long process, absolutely awesome. The car is still going up for a raffle, so remember that. That was my excitement, Jack. But it is going up for raffle, so make sure you go in to the store. Curtis is going to put a lovely thing on the screen right now for you to go to and direct you. We're selling the raffle tickets again. Number of tickets hasn't changed, still going to be the same amount of tickets. We just thought this would make a great surprise for you guys and great content, and shows you that we actually can do a lot more stuff as well. We don't usually necessarily record this stuff off camera. Again, pillar pod, stickers, t-shirts, you guys that have been ordering, absolutely fantastic. You guys are smashing it, so keep buying them. Again, if you're new, store down below. We do the triple pillar pods for the Corsa VXR, Corsa DVXR, Corsa EVXR, and the black edition as well. If you've got the same pillar, they all direct fit. So let's jump straight into Jack taking some more bits off of the VXR, and I'll give you a talk over of what's happening. The thermostat housing has been removed along with the engine mount. We're going to prop the engine up with the jack. This is going to take up the pressure of that instead. The auxiliary belt and auxiliary belt tensioner have been removed along with the crank pulley and the timing belt cover as well. Removing this cover will allow us to get to the timing belt. Obviously, we're going to take pictures and such of it as well before to make sure we can see where it's sat and all that malarkey. So we're taking off the rocker cover gasket bolts. This will allow us to remove the top layer, and once that's been taken off, you can then remove the gasket. Obviously, a new one's going to be going back on once that has been sorted. After that, you can see we are cracking off the cam pulley bolts. While doing this, you can see the Tipex marks on the cams and the gears themselves. They've been lined up to make sure everything is all hunky-dory when we put it all back together. So this will come in handy when we are putting it all back together. So instead of just seeing us all taking this to pieces, you will be seeing this again at some point in the future when we do Jack's car, but we're obviously going to be forging that and everything else. So we did not plan, like we said, to do this at all, did we? And then it was just a thought that we had, and we thought that you guys would appreciate it as well at the same time. And also, it gives a little surprise for the raffle winner. And also, those of you that were saying that you would buy a raffle ticket if it was running, now is your opportunity, because she's going to be running. So make sure you are going down below and you are purchasing a raffle ticket. £15 to win a VXR is nothing really. As soon as the raffle is finished and the VXR is on its way to its new owner, we are going to literally be putting the money into the 350, so the wide body will be coming. We are still working on other bits like the splitters and stuff as well. That will be coming for the VXRs. So again, don't worry, Corsa content is not going to disappear. Once this is gone, we have this man's VXR that we're going to be sorting out, aren't we, Jack?
Yes.
So lately, you saw us do the coolant temp gauge on his car. We will probably, at some point very soon actually, be recording a video of us putting a pillar, one of our own pillars in his car, and probably redirecting them gauges, won't we, to the pillar.
And got the vents.
We can go get some vents out. But yeah, so we will probably be doing that at some point as well to advertise those pillars at the same time. They are an awesome fit, so that's good, something to look forward to as well. So without me rambling on too much, let's get back into Jack taking some bits off the car. Again, this is the delicate procedure. We don't want to get mixed up with what's been taken off and what's not. So this is why it's being left to this man right here, the man that can, the man with a plan. And his name is, wait, Jack. So what's happening here is we're taking off the bolts for the cams. This will allow us to undo these. If you start from the centre outwards, you are letting the pressure be equal as you're undoing them. Once they're done, obviously you want to make sure you remember what order it's in, because if you don't, then you're going to have problems later on down the line. So we're going to lay ours out and we'll show you that later on. So the next step now is to start removing all the buckets from the head as well. So right here we are undoing all the head bolts. If you look at the screen right now, you can see the actual specific pattern. It's a reverse pattern. This is to make sure that it's equal all the way along when you're unscrewing them, so there's no distortion or anything like that. Removing the head bolts now allows us to actually remove the head away from the car. This is going to expose the pistons underneath. You can see from this shot that the valves on the top of the head, one is darker, which indicates that there is a piston 4 issue as well. They should be all equal colours. Now this allows us to remove the gasket cover as well, which then exposes part of the pistons. So let's move on to the next step. So you just saw there we've exposed the pistons. Now we can use this opportunity to inspect the bore a little bit more. The endoscope was good to see already without doing all this legwork to get it off. But we're going to have a quick look. From what we just saw, there's nothing in there that will indicate an issue when this has been sorted. So that is absolutely fantastic. So this is going to get fixed. The head is also, we're going to take that off and get that skimmed. That's obviously out of our hands, so another company's going to have to do that for us. But we know somebody that can. So without further ado, I'm just going to quickly show you this now. So here we've got the 4th bore. It's all nice and smooth. You've got the hatch pattern as well, like you should. So that's all good. That's where we want to be. The other bores as well look perfectly fine, so we don't really need to worry about that at all. Just turn that brightness down a little bit. So yeah, we don't really need to worry about that. Now the next step is, Jack, what's the next step?
Take the piston out. Sump off.
So sump's coming off, piston's coming out, and then, by the way, we haven't actually shown them the new piston, which is in the box right here, straight from Vauxhall. So we're going to have no issues with it being fitted. Again, aftermarket ones can be a problem with them being like a little bit too much or too less, and too much of an headache. So literally this is all he does now when he comes up. Jack, just walk to that way a little bit. Yep, this is all he does now. Not even got his Rusty Autos t-shirt on because he's been demoted.
What do you want me to do?
What do you mean, what do we want you to do? You just sat there.
I'll
tell you what, look, I'll tell you what, pass me that, and now we'll see how long you last. I might put a time lapse on him to see how long he lasts. Let's talk then, shall we?
Nope.
So it lasted 3 minutes and 22 seconds.
Let's not.
Oh, zoomed in right on my face. Back up, back up. There we go. So it lasts 3 minutes 22 seconds. Curtis, you can time lapse that if you want very quickly and show his little face being so upset because he didn't have his phone. 3 minutes 22 seconds. He's got his phone and he's now on it replying to, who is it? Shall we list them all off?
No, all of them will be there all fucking day.
So we've removed the bolts for the sump. We did forget to record that, but here's the sump out already on the floor. So apologies for that. But now what's happening is we are unloosening the piston from underneath. This is, again, you have to put all new fresh oils in the car as well when it's all going back together. But the piston comes out very, very simple. You can see Jack here just pulling it out, and then now we're going to all inspect the piston together. The piston is now out of the car, so we can fully inspect it already. Straight away, obviously, we inspected it off camera as well. As you do as soon as you get something out, like there's no point waiting for the camera to be rolling. And it's safe to say, piston 4 failure is, yeah, it's happening. So I'm going to switch the camera now, show you exactly what has happened to this piston, but this confirms that it is piston 4 failure. I mean, the compression tested already, but it had very good reason in the sense of not wanting to work, but for the sense of it going itself in the first place, that didn't really have much reason, did it? So flip the camera around and we'll show you right now. So here's the piston. Jack's playing with it with his fingers as per usual. So if we inspect the top first, we'll just inspect the top first. All is looking as it should here. See if we can get it focused a little bit better. Just bear with me. There we go. So all is looking good on the top, but then when we start inspecting the sides, so just let it focus. Can you hold it up a little bit, Jack? That's it, back there. Just spin it around for us. So right as we're inspecting to here, so just move your fingers. If you look there, you can't really see it very well on camera. In fact, just stay still. Let me zoom in. Stay there, keep it there. Wait, there we go. Right there where his finger is, you can see the crack. So that bit actually comes out of the piston. Right there. So this is obviously going to be the issue as to why piston 4 has gone. Let's just focus you guys back in. There. So yeah, that is the issue as to why the piston has gone. You can quietly see that it is completely gone. So with us obviously not turning the car on, once we found out there was a piston 4 problem, has probably saved the bore, saved the block, saved pretty much everything. So if you do suspect that you do have a piston problem, obviously don't drive the car, do the same thing that we did, park it up until you are 100% sure and what you know what's going on with it. Again, we didn't even drive this car in here, we pushed it in as you saw from the first part of this video. So as well, on this note, we are probably going to skip this video and leave that here for this second part, but all that being said, there will be another part, maybe taking it to get skimmed for the head, and also as well collecting it. That will be over a few days because they can have it for a couple of days while they do that. At the same time, we will probably clean all this up off camera, so clean the block up and all that. But there will probably be another 2 parts, so we'll put it all back together in another 2 videos, just like we have taken it apart in 2 videos this time. So with that being said, I hope you guys are enjoying this content. It is something, like I said, we didn't expect to do, but we thought, you know what, let's give somebody a fixed VXR so they can enjoy it as much as I did when I had it. I've lost the love for it. Raffle is still going ahead. That's not changed. I don't go back on my word, so that is still going. And yeah, we do compression tests, so if you do have a VXR, come down to us. We can compression test it for you. We do a lot of other stuff as well on other people's cars, wraps, mechanics, MOT repairs and all that. So make sure you're popping down, make sure you are hitting your subscribe button, make sure your notification icon is on as well, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.